And here comes our first crew of the day in toward the dock down here at 79th Street. And the jet boats are always a little bit fun to watch. Let's see how our crew does as they come in on approach. They kind of brake check really early, I guess trying to decide which dock they want to go after. But one of the things that's a little interesting with this boat too, if you notice it, they've got the two people in the bow, and it actually is going to affect their grip just a little bit, because with that bow being down, it's going to have those jets pointing up just a little bit, which makes things just a little more difficult. Definitely in this boat, you want to try and level that weight out as you approach the dock to make sure you've got the most control as you go. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today, as we mentioned earlier, we are down here at 79th Street. And they got a good line. Let's see how they finish the approach out. Nobody's really going for the dock or anything. They're all just kind of sitting here at this point. Cap puts it into neutral, but they're spinning away from the dock now. So he's going to try and bring the bow over. The wild parts of the line looked pretty good up front, and they just got it out of whack. So somebody's tossing some gear up onto the dock. Oh, she goes for the grab, has to let go. That was probably a lot closer than it looked. The boat was pulling away when she went for the grab. And there we go. She gets the jump onto the dock, but left the boat with no line. So crew is going to keep trying to unload. And we'll finally get this one pulled over. So Cap's going to leave the boat. We got the engines running, and I'm assuming he's going to finish backing this down and let her try and handle the lines on it. This is a pretty big boat. Single-handed lines on a boat this size is a lot more difficult than it sounds. So, well, maybe not. Maybe somebody else is going to back it down. I don't see anybody else going for the truck at this point. And no, our guy's going to do it, but it looks like they tied a line, possibly, so she's still only got to manage one. And we've got a boat trying to sneak in behind them. That's probably not the best play. This boat's going to take up most of this dock when they get going. The lady's kind of looking back at the boat like, what are you doing? And we're going to get shot blocked by the Nautic Star. So trying to determine what dock, and Cap's a little handsy with the throttle here. And the other little boat did try to pull him behind the red boat, but it looks like somebody said something to him for them to get out of there. And Cap's coming in on approach. So it looks like we're switching sides. I can see they're trying to switch lines from one side to the other really quickly, but this grill is now probably going to be in the way as they come in also. But this crew, it looks like pushing off the dock, and they should be good. But our guy's scrambling, trying to get the lines ready. And our guy in the bow went for the toss, the first toss from the line. It looks like he missed. Gonna go for a second attempt. And it looks like they missed on the second attempt too. And now we're drifting further out. Attempt number 3 is going to be a fail as well. And now at this point, I think the bow's too far. They got to watch out. The engine's going to wind up hitting the dock also. Our guy gets down there to try and kick the boat off and get the bow to come back around. But it's not wanting to. He's trying to push it off, and it's just not coming over. Somebody may have to get a line on the mid-cleat to actually get this one pulled over. So he's really, he's trying to keep the motor off from hitting the dock. So Cap starts the engine back up and is going to use the motor to try and bring it around this time. And as they're doing that, somebody else is going to try and sneak in on the other dock here on the other side. And there we go. 4th time's the charm. Probably overthrew it on that one, but as long as he's got it in hand, he's good enough. And here, oh, she's coming in hot too. So the quick brake check back on that though, for a moment there, she really laid into that throttle. And I thought they were going to come in on this one really hot. So we're making the approach. And it's tough to tell from this angle, but it appears that they're probably okay. And then our guy and our girl did wind up getting this red boat off as well during all that mess. Oh, the lady, well, I thought they were going to dock 4 in the dinghy, but apparently they're not. I don't know what happened there, but they've decided to switch it up. And it looks like they're going to cut in front of the other boat. Now, this is an interesting play because it depends on who gets their trailer down here first as to how this one's really going to turn out. But we can see somebody running through the parking lot, and that's from this other boat that's behind them. So I'm just guessing they're going to get a trailer first. And I've seen these ladies down here before, well, at least the captain. And she kind of did this same thing the last time as well. Really didn't put it on a dock, kind of just more rolled up to the concrete ramp, and they all got off there. So maybe that's what she's really doing here, is just the same thing. They're going to let some people off and see how it plays. So the old jet ski night riding is we've got a whole crew of jet skiers coming in, and the sun, well, is pretty much down, as you can tell. Pretty sure this isn't legal, but I could be way off here, but I think I just counted 4 people on that ski. So, I mean, I don't believe that's legal either on a ski that's rated for 3. So the crew's rolling in, and it's just a massive group of jet skis that came in here at the end of the night. And these guys always do the same thing. Nobody uses the dock. We just go ahead and pull down here, put them right on the ramp, let them float free, and just kind of create a little bit of a mess right at the end of the day. Kind of like we can see. So our guy's trying to back his trailer down, and there are just jet skis everywhere blocking it. And yes, there are 4 people on that ski. Here goes our guy carrying 1 person off, and there's still 2 people left remaining on the ski. But now, as we can see, again, our trailer's going to try and back down. Skis all blocking the ramp. So he's trying to get far enough over where he can hopefully get around the ski, but, I mean, I don't think that he can. I mean, he's giving it his all, but I just don't believe there's enough room over there on that side of the dock to get around the ski. So he keeps coming back down. Our guy's standing there at the ski now. Is he going to move it out of the way for him? And it looks like it. He's going to get out of the way so this guy can get his boat out and hopefully get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at the inlets. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.